Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. Hey yo, so I got this question from a guy. He left a comment on my last video, and it reads, I'm kind of frustrated with this journey lately. When I was PMOing, I had an abundance of women, opportunities, money, and life. While since I'm on this journey, it's definitely been good, you know, with my mentality, energy, etc. But here's my question. Do you feel abundance can only be had when we sell our souls? Because this path is lonely, effed up, and no abundance at all. Ultimately, I hate this loneliness, but love it at the same time. It's weird. Right, so before I even answer that question, I want y'all to watch this clip that I found. It's an interview with Nipsey.
As underdogs, I sold my Rolex chain and my Alpinas and bought studio equipment, you know what I'm saying? And it was the best decision I made. I shut down my spot. I was hustling, and I stopped hustling and went broke for a time and started getting treated different by girls because I wasn't balling as a teenager no more. And people started looking like I fell off, and I dealt with all that. But it was the best decision I made, and that was an example of me betting on the long shot, which was rap music, and myself, you know what I mean? And it's a large profit margin because I made so much more money off of buying that equipment than I would have if I just stayed in my bracket as a hustler. And it's legit money, and it's opening up doors to clothing and movies and all type of other things. So
Whenever you take on a journey to better yourself, especially with retention, because retention is really the first step for you to reach the highest expression of yourself. You're redirecting that energy, you're pulling it back towards you. See, before, you were getting instant gratification. This is why you had an abundance of women. Your life seemed like it was just fabulous. But in reality, the life that you had, it wasn't the righteous way. You were getting things, but it wasn't the righteous way. So this is why it seems like now that you redirect your energy towards righteousness, towards bettering yourself, that you're losing, you're taking an L. But in reality, you're not taking an L. You're just cleaning house. Because the way you was doing it before, you had too much filth in your house. So in order for you to reach that highest expression of yourself, you gotta clean the house out first, and then you rebuild. So that's what you're going through, and this is why you feel lonely. Because you're in a rebuilding phase. You know, just like in that clip that I showed you. You know, he had it all when he was young, but he was doing it the unrighteous way. You know, he was hustling. He could get quick, fast money, cheap thrills, fast pleasure. Y'all boys gotta have faith in what you're doing. You gotta have faith that what you're doing is the right way. The abundance is gonna come. But remember, anything that's worth having takes time. If it comes at you fast and easy, then it's not worth your time. It's gonna be destructive. You gotta get away from that instant gratification and thinking that's the way, because it's not. Anything that you want is gonna take some hard work. It's gonna take time and energy, diligence. So when you embark on this journey, you're redirecting your energy back inside of you, and you're letting that seed grow inside of you. This is why we might brag about our streaks, but it's not, you shouldn't do it from an egotistical standpoint. Oh, I can go this many days. That doesn't matter. The point is you're allowing time for that seed to grow and that energy to grow inside of you, and then you feed it. So while you're on this journey, you're feeding yourself knowledge, you're feeding yourself good energy. Even the food that you eat, you're feeding yourself good nutritional food. The company that you keep, you're keeping good, healthy people around you that has good energy, good vibrations. And all this is going to help that seed grow and blossom inside of you. And then it's going to come out just like a tree. A tree grows, right? And then the leaves and the fruits sprout out. You're going to see the fruits of your labor. But you know, it takes time. A tree doesn't grow overnight. It takes time. But man, like Nip said, he's way more successful than he ever would have been if he was still in the streets hustling, getting that instant gratification. Way more successful, has way more opportunities. But not only that, his passion, him putting his energy, redirecting his energy towards his music, and then putting that message in his music that's influenced me and millions of other people all across the world, who might not have had confidence in themselves or might have heard one of his songs and now they're inspired to become their best version. We don't think about how much impact our purpose in life has until we pursue it, until we stay on that road of hardship, of uncertainty. But you gotta have faith and you gotta trust that the Most High God is gonna guide you in the right direction. You gotta put all your faith in it. If I just go off of what I see right now, of course I'm gonna wanna quit. Of course I'm not gonna feel like it's not the right way, because the temporary pain that I feel right now, that's part of the journey. That's a part of it. But you gotta know that there's something better on the other side of that. What you're doing right now for yourself is gonna be better than anything you would have accomplished with the old you. It's just like the phoenix. It's a death and rebirth. You gotta kill the old you and then resurrect, and you become the greatest version of yourself. But it takes that death. You feeling that loneliness and you going back and saying, man, I had all the women, all the popularity, all that. You had to kill that, because the way that you was getting it that way, wasn't the righteous way. And for you to become the best version of yourself, you can't have that toxic behavior matched in with success. It's gonna crumble. So you're building a strong foundation from scratch right now. Just like in the Matrix movie, the first Matrix with Neo. And Neo, at the end of the movie, he had to die, right? And then when he died, he came back as the one. That's when he was stopping bullets and he was blocking the punches from Agent Smith without even looking. But he had to die first. I had to go through it. I lived the lifestyle, man. I had the popularity, I had money, I had the girls. But it came to a point where that wasn't satisfying for me. And something awakened inside of me that led me to get on my purpose and find my true soul purpose in life. And it started off with retention. Me redirecting my energy and my seed inside of me so that now I can allow it to grow and to truly become the highest expression of myself. And I went through the same thing, man. I'm like, wow, like, why is it when I'm chasing righteousness, like I'm losing all these, I ain't got the women, I'm losing all this. Why is that happening? But I tell you what, the longer I stayed on this journey, it's the best thing that ever happened to my life. My life has changed drastically. But you got to go through those growing pains first. People are not going to understand what you're going through. And quite frankly, everybody can't go with you. See, sometimes the problem is we want to hold on to old things that don't serve us no more and still try to go to our highest self, to our highest version of ourselves. You can't do that. You got to let things go. Instant gratification is what stops people from really becoming the best version of themselves, because they don't want to let that go. And when they actually get on a journey of something that means something, when they're chasing their purpose and it means something, it's not happening right away. So they give up and they stop. Everybody want that instant gratification. You got females now going and getting BBLs or whatever, instead of going to the gym and just working on themselves or changing their diet. You got people that want to go out here and get an instant cure instead of, working on themselves, changing their diet up. People want to sit on the couch and drink sodas all day and still be healthy. So they'll go out and get a cure and think that everything's okay. You can't become a better version of yourself and still hold on to the old toxic ways. It's not gonna work out for you, big dog. It's not. And you gotta get out of that mindset and thinking that, oh, I can still have the old and transition into a new. Nah. You gotta go through a death. The journey is a marathon, man. And that's why I say that. It's a marathon. you gotta stay on pace. It's not a 100-meter dash or a 60-meter dash where it starts and it's over just like that. Nah, you gotta pace yourself. It's lap after lap after lap, miles. It don't stop. And when you engrave that in your mindset and you realize, okay, I know that I'm not gonna see results right away. I know that I gotta keep standing on my grind, and I know that this transition that I'm making is gonna be the best transition that could ever happen to my life. Only then will you start to understand why we go through this. And that's the benefits of this journey. Is that the abundance that you will gain from choosing the righteous side is gonna be more than anything you could have ever had choosing the easy way. And you understand that trying to go back to those old ways, having the women, the life, the money, that's not right for you. You wouldn't even be on this video. You wouldn't even be on this journey if you didn't think it was the right way for you. Something led you to this. Whether it was subconscious, whether it's your soul, your spirit, or this is a piece of the puzzle to your life purpose. But there's a reason why you're here. So this is for the guy that asked this question and everybody else that feels frustrated, you feel like it's not working. I'm telling you, man, it works. It works, but it takes time. It takes time. It takes your energy. It takes your patience, your discipline. It's going to take everything that you have to give to really pursue this. We walk by faith, not by sight. We don't look at these illusions, but you're looking at your real life. You envision what your goals are for this journey, what you're setting out to do, and we stick to the plan. Retain Gang, man. It's your boy Tay. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about this video or what y'all would like me to talk about next. Y'all have a beautiful day, man, and I'm out.